Champions! Now it's time for Trickster. Let's rank where the Tricksters from 2021 rank. And still with Punisher here to help me out. We're going to do this. Hi, Punisher.
How's it going, G? A lot of good Tricksters here to choose from.
Yeah, that's another class that really lacked in the previous years and really got a huge buff this year. I mean, just looking at those, like, I already see half of them are going to be in the top half, if not more.
I remember months ago talking with Merrick's, and we were saying, man, we need a chase Trickster. And then that month, Cesaro came out.
Yeah, and we actually had quite a few chase Tricksters.
Yeah, no, Trickster came a long ways this year.
Yeah, yeah. All right, let's start with the icons. First, we're going to go with Free Sean. Which is a pretty damn good character for a free one that everyone got.
Yeah, when they first came out, he was probably tier 1. Now with 5-star gold, he's probably tier 2. But man, he is fun to use.
Yeah, he's basically a better Edge.
Yep.
Like when Edge came out, everyone was like, "Oh damn, Edge is really good," and then Sean came and, "Oh shit, that's a better Edge."
Yeah, I haven't used him in a while, so I don't remember what his max potential per sub was, but I know it was, around 800K, maybe 900K.
Yeah, definitely a pretty damn, that's usually the one I recommend to people that need a strong free Tricksters. Obviously, they got to be playing since then, but still a very damn good free Trickster, and he rivaled many of the paid one, really.
Yeah, for sure. Plus, we got him at, in fact, I think there's an offer in store right now for him.
Yeah, like $5 for the 4-star bronze, something like that.
Yeah, and that's how we got him, which is great. They didn't give us one of the crappy ones. They gave us one of the better ones. And he's got the sub where you choose your sub gems turn into a color gem, which I love. Only downside to him is he only does 3, so he can't always recycle. I think 3 or 4, maybe it's 4 at 4-star gold or at 5-star gold. But he doesn't always recycle because you need to keep a sub gem on the board, or maybe even 2 to get that damage out. But I mean, he does leech gems, which I also love. He does big sub. He's a very fun character, very borderline tier 1. But yeah, I think tier 2 is a safe spot for him.
Yeah. Roman, icon of WrestleMania. Actually, don't even remember him at all.
Yeah, and why would you? He's terrible. So he's definitely a tier 4.
I don't even remember what he does.
I honestly don't either. I know I have him. I just really haven't done much with him.
Yeah, I got him too, but yeah, I haven't touched him.
Because he's a showdown guy or showdown promoter. But does well for any acrobat you have out there, but using him as a character, he's pretty worthless.
Kane, on the other hand, pretty damn good character.
Yeah, Kane was not bad. He was not bad at all. I think he's a 5. Is he 5-star or 4-star gold on that?
He is 4-star silver, I believe, 1600.
Oh, silver, okay. Yeah, I don't have him yet. I remember, I think he's one of the ones I'm chasing right now, but I remember seeing gameplay on him, seeing how good he was. He's not up to where Sean is. He could be tier 2, at 5-star gold, but I would say top tier 3 would be a better one. That's my personal opinion. You may have him higher than I do.
Yeah, I'd definitely put him at bottom tier 2, something like that. I'd say he's pretty much up there with Sean. Not a top tier character. Among the better ones, though, definitely one that is worth putting your resources in. I'm about halfway into getting him right now, but that's partly due to the fact that I barely ever do stipulation tours.
Yeah, he's quick. He's got the kind of a fun juggernaut gem setup where he uses the pin bar and then spams purple gems all over the place. But yeah, I think he's got 2 1-charge moves, if I remember right, and then a couple moves that I think one of the moves recharges all your moves, and then the finisher recharges the red ones or something like that. But yeah, he's a fun character. Thing is with him, I didn't see real big damage out of him. But then again, I have not seen a 5-star gold cane. I know there are some out there.
Yeah, I
I haven't seen one or faced one, so I can't tell what his actual max potential is. But that's why I put him at 3. Still a good character, but I think we need to see more of him to get some real max potential.
Yeah.
He looks cool, that's for sure.
Yeah, he does. I wish that he kept the mask on for the match, but yeah, he didn't wrestle with the mask either back then, so. But yeah, I love that mask. All right, next up, let's do Piper. Hall of Fame Piper. Another one great free character for the Hall of Fame month, which is still pretty damn good these days.
Yeah, man, when he came out, it was 5-star silver was the max, and doesn't do it against 5-star golds. I have him at tier 3, but he's probably one of the more top tier 3 guys.
Yeah.
The fact that he heals, or I think he actually steals health. But
double submission.
Yep, double submission. Now, he's a fun character. What I liked about him is when I had him, when Hall of Famers originally came out, I don't think I was playing. I think I took a few months off, and I didn't hardly have any. So I was excited to have a Hall of Fame character. I was like, oh, I'm going to take him straight to 5-star. But then that month, they threw a bunch of the Hall of Fame characters out, so I got him. But I know a lot of people love using Piper, especially with his gears and the skill blade, which is the Phantom skill? No, not the Phantom skill blade. There's a skill plate specialized form. I just can't remember what the heck it's called.
And the gears were not that hard to get. I think they were like $5 and $10, something like that.
Oh yeah, the gears were easy to get. But yeah, he's effective. A lot of people get to use him in tour. Any Hall of Fame requirement, they're able to use him, and everyone has them. So that's a huge perk to be able to do that. If you don't spend on the Hall of Fame characters, you definitely have him. So
and he's annoying to face because that submission is like 11 turns or something like that.
Yeah. Glowing Phantom is, I can't remember if that's what I said, but that's the plate that is used for him. But yeah, big submission, health steal, recycles. Yeah, he's a fun. I can see why people would have him at tier 2. I just don't think he can quite cut it against the 5-star golds these days.
Yeah. Well, let's keep going with Hall of Fames. Rick Rude.
Yeah, Rude was my first 5-star gold Hall of Famer.
I almost made him 5-star gold a few times.
Yeah, 2 months ago they did those offers on the portal for a bunch of 5-star gold tokens.
Yeah, that's how I got a lot of them.
Yeah, and I went nuts on those, and Rude was my highest at the time, and I actually like him probably more than others. I have him at tier 2, but he's got 2 good movesets. He's got one that blows up the board. Well, actually, both blow up the board, but the one I like is you lay out the entire board turns into trap gems, and then right after that you do the sub gem, or the sub move, and every time your opponent breaks the trap gems, it does like 13k damage per. So, I mean, that's huge. Plus the sub damage, so I think you do like 500, 600k just with those 2 moves. And then, of course, he's got the one charge move that wipes out a third of the board every single time he swipes. So
yeah,
he's very, very fun. What I like him for is using him in Showdown, where you have a lower defense that you're going up against, and it's one click, one swipe, and the match is over. So that's always fun. And Hall of Fame is required all the time. So if you have him, he's definitely a top candidate to take the 5-star gold.
He was the next one I was looking into making 5-star gold until they actually made it so that you can get bonuses for the coaching ability. And then I said, oh, no, I'm making them all 17k instead.
Yeah, well, yeah, not to mention his coach ability is used quite a bit with the yellow move damage.
Yeah. All right, well, let's, we got a strong list left. Let's go with probably the weakest of those left, Ray.
Yeah, so my thing with Ray is I took him 5-star gold literally only because of his kick out move. He does the kick out, and then he does like 2 million damage to you. So I put him in feud just to annoy people, just to be a dick, A lot of people do it, and I guess I'm one of them.
Yeah.
But you know, a lot of times you go into a feud, you're like, oh, Ray, I can beat him easily on turn one. You do, you know, 2.8 million damage, and boom, he kicks out and does 2 million damage to you, and you're like, oh, wait a minute.
Yeah.
Other than that, he really is not super great. I put him at tier two just because of that move. I mean, even without a feud, I mean, you get pinned and you deal 2 million damage. There's nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. And for him to shine, you almost pretty much need both of the gears.
Yeah, yeah.
I only got one of them.
Yeah. I think that second gear was for a different move set. I think the second gear didn't have something to do with like 619%, 619.
Yeah, they were both gears were for a different moveset.
Yeah, so I think if you have both gears and you use the column break moveset, then it's very, very good.
Yeah.
Because it adds 619% to your column break. So, but still, I mean, still in the tier two area.
Right.
Plus, I think a lot of people got him. Was he? I don't think he was free, but
it was not free, but he was definitely among the easy ones to get.
Yeah, just the gears were hard to get.
Yeah, the gears were. That's usually how it goes. If they're easy to get and they have gears, well, getting the gear is going to be the part that you're spending money on.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, now we got the pretty good ones left. So Cesaro, I think like I hate using him. He's boring as fuck. But I think that he's definitely a top tier just due to the fact that you can just go on forever.
Yeah, no, he's 100% top tier. More so if you have Zombie Hogan. If you have Zombie Hogan, I think turn one you can do well over 2 million. I want to say 2.3 million, something like that. Which usually, you know, no one's going to kick out of that, let's be honest, unless they have a kick out move. Yeah. And you can do that on turn one. You don't have to do it on turn one. You know, you can keep spamming that yellow move over and over again and keep reloading it with that the gear plate as much as you want. But on tier one, you know, you make 3-5 matches and then you swipe 3 times and put all those botch gems out or silence gems out, and then you hit the finisher, and it's like 2 point something million damage on turn one. Yeah, it takes a little bit. He's a little slower, but he's undoubtedly tier one.
Yeah, top tier.
And that's just, top tier. And that's just one moveset. The other moveset, he steals a ton of health too. So
yeah,
and that moveset would be more tier one. But either way, he's very, very fun to use. First, he was the first really, really good trickster this year. And like I said, when I was talking with Merrick's, they were so badly needed. We desperately needed tricksters, and then he came out and everyone went nuts. And yeah, I love using him. Or I love using him. I don't anymore because he just takes a little bit too long, and with 5-star gold.
I hate using him, but I definitely see the word, and I mean, I made him 5-star gold because he's so damn good. I just don't like the play style.
Yeah, and with all those silence gems out, he gets really annoying to face as well.
Yeah. Demon King. Definitely a great character. I don't have him, so I don't have much experience with him. I didn't face many of them either. He's still a pretty damn rare character. I would love to have him. Would probably use him more as a coach than as a character, but he's a damn strong character of his own.
Yeah, very strong. I have him at tier 1. I think a lot of people would put him at top tier. His bleed move, where you get a 50% chance to do just a gigantic bleed. And of course, every time you face him, it always goes off, but when you use him, it doesn't. Always the case. And the reason I don't put him at top tier is probably because of that. Whenever I have him a 5-star goal, whenever I use that move, it goes off probably more 20-25% of the time. But every time I go against him, it's like every single time that bleed goes off. I don't use the bleed anymore just because of that. I just use the leech gems, and then you create a big purple area, and he does a ton of damage, and he heals. He probably won't beat you turn 1, but probably will turn 2 and end up with full health. So yeah, he's not quite top tier for me, but he is a phenomenal character, and he's fun. being a mutant and just he looks really, really cool. So I like using him a lot, but
Yeah, they
I don't think
definitely
he's
nailed
quite
the
at the
look.
top for me.
All right, King Booker. Another one I got 5-star gold. I'd say I'd definitely put him at top tier.
In my opinion, he's the best trickster in the game. He's just on offense and defense. He is damn near unbeatable. I avoid them. I mean, if you look at Showdown right now, among the top scorers, that's who their defense is. It's King Booker, and then who cares who the second one is because it's King Booker.
Yeah,
You lay out the
definitely
trap
annoying to
gems
face.
and just hope your opponent hits them, and then the more he breaks those, the better you do. So
Yeah, I mean,
he is phenomenal.
He's one of the first character
using him.
that really made it you ate the freeze gem, because pretty much all others,
Yeah.
they were not that efficient. Like, they were annoying, but you could easily go around them. With Booker, they're all over the place, which leaves like 90% of the character useless after that, because you can't put your gems anywhere, especially if the CPU's using him.
Yeah, I don't see any flaws in him. I mean, when he first came out, there was it was kind of like, well, wait a minute, he's got these free gems and these trap gems. Well, you want your opponent to break all these trap gems, but you've just froze them. So how are they supposed to? So in theory, it was like, well, yeah, that doesn't make any sense. But once you start using them, turn one, if whatever turn you get a pin on, well, that helps too, because as they kick out, you're breaking gems and you're enhancing what you get.
Yeah.
If you put double armor on him, it's almost every single time when your opponent kicks out, they have to do 2 swipes, which just beefs your gems even more. So he doesn't have any flaws. I don't think I've ever lost a match with him unless I crashed or something. But at 5-star gold, he is a absolute monster. I think the only person that rivals him is Cena for Trickster.
All right, Sammy, which we just got. I actually love Sammy.
I do too. I love his leech gem setup. I know it's probably may not be his best setup.
That's the setup I like the most as well. Probably mainly due to the fact that his other moveset, there were so many characters that do similar, as opposed to the leech gem that is kind of more, well, it's not unique to him, but it's definitely better to him.
Yeah. Yeah, I think he's an easy 1 million damage turn 1 guy. He's tier 1 where you just put him. That's definitely where I put him.
Yeah.
He's very fun to use. He's right there with Balor. I think they're very similar characters. His coachability is great. Well, maybe not great, but good. Useful. But he's a fun guy to use. A lot of people like the Sammy character currently right now, and it's fun to have a character out that aligns with his current character in WWE.
Yeah, there's not many current gimmick guys.
No, but yeah, tier 1 is a solid spot for him. If you're lucky enough to get him, which I think a good amount of people did, definitely work on him.
He's most likely my next Trickster 5-star gold.
Yeah, I'd say that's a good
bet. You can't see me Cena, which I can't see on my roster because I don't have him either.
I don't either.
But
I don't know a lot of people with him. He was one of the toughest to get, but he's probably, like I said, he rivals Booker for the best Trickster, in my opinion. So I would have him at top tier. The fact that he does basically what Memrock does, but breaks his most powerful gem and recycles and just destroys you. Not to mention the fact he has a higher kick or a higher dodge rate than any of the other Tricksters.
Yeah, which is already annoying on his own.
Yep. He is a very, very good character.
Yeah, definitely. Like I don't have him. I only played with him when I did the preview, but I did face a few of them, and they were not fun to face.
No, he's not fun to face at all. Like I said, he's just like Memrock, but he's not as quick as Memrock. I shouldn't say he's just like him because Mems is a 1 charge move where Cena's is a 6 or 7.
Yeah.
But either way, he'll turn 1, and usually you're not going to get far beyond turn 1 with him.
Zombie Mankind. I love Zombie Mankind. His Leech moveset is kind of a lesser version of the Leech moveset of Booker.
Yeah, see it. And yeah, I love leech gems too. I just didn't find that he hit that hard.
Yeah. He's
So
pretty fun. Like I was putting him either like I tier 2 or low tier 1. It probably fits better in the tier 2, like in the I tier 2, but he's super fun to play with. As a
yeah,
mankind should be.
I remember DJ doing the live preview during one of his streams, and I was telling him, "Hey, use the leech gem, the sub, and put them together and see how good it is." And in my head, thinking, oh man, the purple gems with all those leech gems combined with the submission is going to go off. It's going to be huge, and it just wasn't. It wasn't that much.
Yeah.
So I was a little underwhelmed. I know that's not the best moveset for him, but he's got the juggernaut gems. Like you said, that's also a fun moveset, but I just feel like he could be a little bit better. He's still tier 2, but I feel like he should have been a little bit better. But I love Leech Gems. He looks awesome.
Yeah, he looks awesome. He's fun to play. Like they definitely nailed the moveset for the feel of a mankind.
Yes.
He just lacks that little firepower to get it done.
Yeah. And what's special about him is he's the only character in the game that can kick out while in danger.
I didn't even remember that.
Yeah, because the Juggernaut, as long as you're using the Juggernaut gems, because he heals and then
yeah, true,
has enough to kick out. So yeah, only character in the game that can do that I know of anyway.
Yeah, Mamrock, which I love and hate at the same time. Basically, a better zombie taker. I would put him like at tier 1. He could be top tier. The main reason I don't put him top tier is the randomness of where those yellows are gonna land. I use him a lot, and unfortunately for me, they always land either where they're not gonna break anything, or they land over just a spot of nothingness, which doesn't give you gems. If they could only spawn where there is a gem, that would be a different story. But since they can spawn over a spot that has no gem, that hurts him a lot. So he is based on randomness, kind of like Zombie Taker, really. He can completely destroy you in a turn, or you could not even get a match.
Yeah. Well, see, I don't have him, so he's my white whale. I have chased after him so much, and I just cannot get him. But I put him at top tier, and it's probably because I don't have him. Because I go against him, and when I go against him, he always hits the yellow gem.
Yeah. Anytime I go against him, I get wrecked.
Yeah, and the thing I like about him is, yeah, he can wreck you on turn 1. But if he doesn't, he loads his kick out move and then wrecks you with that one.
Yeah.
And then does the traps right away again. So in my opinion, I put him at top tier because of that. But I feel like, a lot of people say what you said, the ones that have them, those trap gems don't hit as much as you'd think they would. And that, once you don't hit, you're kind of screwed, even though you can do it again on the very next move. But the fact that that's a 1 MP move puts it over the top, and then combined with the kick out move where he just destroys you with that, I think he's top tier.
I gotta say, it did give him a nice boost when I finally got Striker Brawn to increase the yellow gem damage. That definitely did quite a big difference for him.
Yeah. Plus his coach ability is awesome.
Oh yeah, the coach ability is like, I use him on every guy that has multiplies on it.
Yeah.
It's just freaking insane. Snoop Blast, which it took me forever to get, and I haven't used since I got him.
Yeah,
I use him as coach.
That's why I put him at tier 3. I mean, he definitely is a good character because he destroys the board, fills it with is it purple or not purple? Is it blue or no? What does he fill the board with? I can't even remember.
I don't even remember since I never use him.
But yeah, whatever his pyro gems do, I want to say it's blue. But either way, he just destroying the board doesn't do what it used to do, and he doesn't hit that hard. He's a fun character, but he doesn't do it for me. I don't see the enamor with him, even with his gear.
Yeah,
I don't see it. Not to mention he's not even a wrestler. That kind of adds to it. His His coach ability is good. You know, he does have I do use his coach ability all the time.
Yeah,
but
I do too.
I don't know. I never really saw the big enamel with him. It's purple gems. It does do into purple gems. His pyro gems. So which is great because that's his primary gem. But yeah, it's not enough damage. I only have him at 5-star or 4-star gold, so I'm probably not seeing it. But I hardly ever face him. I don't hear people talking about him anymore. He's great for Stip tours. But that's about it, in my opinion.
He was among the best tricksters until they started releasing a bunch of good ones.
Yeah, yep. And he was very, very hard to get. I think that might have been the other thing is,
yeah,
you know, at the beginning he was, I think he could only be got from a special bag, right? With his event or whatever the heck that was. It was like a mini event. I can't remember.
yeah.
Or no, it was a month long, but
that
he
was the
only
anniversary
available from
event,
those
I
bags.
believe.
But lately they gave him away.
Yeah, he's definitely more common now than he was. That's how I managed to get it.
Yeah, same here. I put him tier 3. I could be wrong there. A lot of people may have him 5-star gold and say he's easily tier 3.
I'd put him more like a low tier 2. Because he can still do, but like if I compare him to like Ray and Rude, I'd say he's probably in that area with Ray and Rude more than Viper.
You're probably right. I'm probably wrong with the tier 3, but yeah, you're probably right on there.
He suffers from the fact that Trickster don't do that much gem damage, but he does dish out quite a bit of him.
Yeah, but look at that. Look at the top 6 there. Those top tier in that tier 1.
Yeah.
If you have all 6 of those guys, you are sitting pretty at Trickster.
Yeah, you don't need any more of them.
No.
I got 4 of those 6, so.
Yeah, well, my white whale's up there. I don't think I'll ever get rocked, but Tricksters came a long way. They used to be awful, and now they are arguably the top class.
Yeah. Alright, so that is it for Tricksters, guys. A pretty damn strong year for Tricksters again. It was a strong year for a lot of class that were lacking the previous year, really. So yeah, that's it, guys. Thanks for watching. Thanks for Punisher. If you're not already a sub, make sure to do so to be kept aware when I post new stuff. If you have any questions, ask them. And if you like the video, leave a like and share. See you guys. G out. Ciao.